All right, we're talking about 7 signs of an abusive friendship. We focusing on friendship today. Energy vampires.
I'm sorry.
Y'all see that? Just wanted to sap some energy.
No, I'm sorry.
Just look, nibble. Boy.
Don't worry about it.
I know you got this stuff.
All right, so put your teeth away. Word of the day is assert. And the reason why we say assert is the word of the day because we're going to be talking about that particularly, I think, in number 1. Yeah, it is. It's in number 1. So assert is to cause others to recognize one's authority or a right by confident or forceful behavior. So when you assert yourself, you stand out. That's how you assert yourself. Like when you're working, you make sure, like you go to a new job. Some people get to a new job. Did you get it?
I did my interview.
Interview? Okay, well, we're going to congratulate them in advance. Congratulations. But when you assert yourself, you stand out. That means like when you're in a group and you're in a classroom and the teacher is talking and the teacher says, does anybody know the answer? You know the answer. But you ain't saying nothing. And other people raising their hands and getting it wrong, and you're embarrassed. You don't want to say nothing. An assertive person, their hand go up first. That's assertive. You're going to stand out. People are going to notice you. You're going to put yourself out there. Cause others to recognize one's authority or a right by confident or forceful behavior. Saying of the day, courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same. So courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same, and that's why life is hard. This talk is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional guidance, advice, treatment, or diagnosis. If you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, substance use or abuse, or suicidal thoughts, dial 988. 988 is available 24/7 nationwide and staffed by a trained crisis counselor with just a text or a call away. 7 signs of an abusive friendship. When people talk about abusive relationships, they usually think about their parents or a romantic partner. However, being in an abusive friendship is just as real and just as serious an issue. And it's unfortunately one that's often overlooked by many. Abuse can be difficult to recognize when it's coming from a friend because it can easily be excused as teasing or tough love. 7 signs of an abusive friendship. Number 1, they intimidate you. Studies show that intimidation is one of the most common tactics of emotional abuse. By intimidating you, they're trying to cause others to recognize one's authority or a right. By intimidating you, they're trying to assert their dominance over you and keep you in line. They may do this by insulting you, humiliating you, threatening you, blaming you, or outdoing you to make you feel inferior to them. As much as you want to speak out and confront them about it, you're afraid it will only make things worse, or you won't be able to fight back against them. So a lot of people, when they're being intimidated by a so-called friend, they don't say anything or they don't speak up for themselves. And guess what happens? It keeps going on and on and on. And you're still calling that person your friend. That's not your friend. 7 signs of an abusive friendship. Number 2, they don't respect you. Come on, man. Come on. Respect is the minimal. The minimal. You give it, you get it. Can you imagine giving somebody respect and they demand it from you, but they never respect you in return?
That's like the parents stuff.
Man, come on, bro. Come on. That was in my mind when you just said it, but it was in my mind. Because we grow up with our parents, that adultism, do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
You catch the shoe.
Yeah. So that's based on a relationship. Most of us have a relationship with our parents where we have to respect them. They don't have to respect us because they're an adult and they're grown up. Even when they're wrong, they don't have to apologize. So the question becomes, who taught you to give love and not expect it back? Who taught you to give love unconditionally and not expect it back? They don't respect you. When your friendship lacks the basic and fundamental element of mutual respect, it can quickly turn toxic. They may belittle your opinions, your beliefs, your choices, and your preferences. Your voice doesn't matter to them, and they can't be bothered to care about your feelings either. 7 signs of an abusive friendship. Number 3, they don't listen to you. They drop all their stuff on you, but they don't listen to you about when it's time for you to vent. They don't listen to you. A lack of open communication and understanding is another very telling sign of a dysfunctional friendship. They never take anything you say seriously. They hardly ever ask what you think or how you feel about something, and they don't value your perspective or your ideas. Your communication is largely one-sided. They expect you to listen to them, even though they never do the same for you. And it shows a huge lack of empathy, respect, and consideration on their part. 7 signs of abusive friendship. Number 4, they don't show remorse. They don't show remorse. Your friend rarely apologizes when they've done something wrong. But in the few times they do, it always feels insincere and not genuine. They're not afraid to break your things, betray your trust, or hurt your feelings because they think that one simple sorry will fix everything again. If all I got to do is say sorry, I just go ahead and do it. Because you've been accepting my sorry. That's all it takes. Sorry don't fix everything. Especially if it's something you've been apologizing for.
Yes.
And you haven't changed the behavior yet, but you think you're going to keep saying sorry. Yeah, sorry ain't good enough. Not for repeated behavior. And they think that they can just get away with anything as long as they apologize for it afterwards. So they pressure you into forgiving them. I said I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. But the moment you do get over it and accept their apology, they just hurt you all over again. If this is the case, it's because they were never really sorry in the first place. If a person can keep doing the same thing over and over again and keep saying sorry, they're not sorry. They're not really sorry. Because a really sorry, a changed behavior. Number 5, they're overly possessive of you. That looked cute in the beginning. Oh man, she blowing your phone up. Your friend like, who is that? That's that girl again. Yeah, man, that's my baby, man. She's something else, man. Does your friend want you to be their friend and their friend only? Do they get angry with you for spending too much time with anyone else and don't want you hanging out with someone else when they're not there? They don't give you the space that you need sometimes. They keep you away from other important people in your life, like your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousins, because they're jealous and afraid of being abandoned by you. And no matter how much you assure them that that's never going to happen, that you're never going to abandon them, they just won't stop being possessive or give up control. Possessiveness may seem flattering to some in the beginning, but it is never healthy. Number 6, they are overly dependent on you. That's a codependent relationship. They can't do nothing without you being around. Does your friend always depend on you to help them out of a tough situation or clean up the mess they've made, regardless of whether you have things to take care of in your own life? They rope you into all their meaningless drama and want to keep you at their beck and call 24/7. Studies show that codependency is an unhealthy friendship dynamic, and it often leads to a damaged sense of identity, lingering resentment, and self-destructive tendencies. They selfishly take up most of your time, your energy, and your attention. They ask you to meet their needs, but never once think about you and your needs. 7 signs of an abusive friendship. And the last one, number 7, your friend can't be trusted. If I can't trust you, I don't want you around me. I don't care who you are. If I feel like I got to watch you, you ain't coming to stay at my place. I'm telling you, if I got to get you a hotel room, but if I got to watch my stuff, you ain't coming over. Family or friend, it don't make no difference. Well, they just coming because of the funeral. They just need a place to stay. Well, we get a room. Yeah, we get them a room or a tent. 7 signs of an abusive friendship. Number 7, your friend can't be trusted. Last but not least, your friend can't be trusted at all. They are unpredictable. And when people are unpredictable, they cannot be trusted. Because if you're unpredictable, I don't know what you're going to do. If you're predictable, even if you're a mess, I know you're going to be a mess. So I know I can trust you to be a mess. But if sometimes you're a mess, and sometimes, if you sometimey, Sometimes you on, and then most of the time you off. I don't know when you're going to be on and off. So I can't trust you. Because you're unpredictable. Would you take somebody somewhere that's important and you don't know how they're going to act when they get there? I know I wouldn't. If they sometimes can flip out and go off on some people at the drop of a hat or the drop of a dime, lose their cool, lose their temper, they don't care blowing a spot up, whether they in church, at a funeral, in court, they'll go off anywhere. They don't mind going to their child's school and jumping on another kid. I won't be taking them somewhere important for me. Your friend can't be trusted. Last but not least, your friend can't be trusted at all. They are unpredictable. In these cases, you caught them lying more than once and always tried to talk their way out of it by gaslighting you. They may say things like, oh, you must have misunderstood, or you must have heard me wrong, or you forgot you told me it was okay when you really never said that. Oh, you must have forgot I told you I had to do that. They never told you. You questioning yourself. Man, I forgot that. I didn't know. I really don't remember you telling me that. Yeah, I told you. Same way they doing right now, gaslighting all kind of people right now. Black people, white people, gay people, everybody being gaslighted right now online. Same way the FBI used to do the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X. Send letters to Malcolm X talking about the Nation of Islam, making it think that it came from the Nation of Islam. Send letters to the Nation of Islam with Malcolm X's name on it, saying that it came from Malcolm X when the whole time it was the FBI, and they didn't like neither one of them. Waiting for them to kill each other. Waiting for them to have a war, waiting for them to fight, and guess what? It happened. One killed the other, and they orchestrated it. They were behind it. That was called gaslighting. Their fingerprints weren't on it until afterwards when all the secret documents came out. And now people are doing the same thing with culture. Because I'm a black man and I'm online. And I see a black profile of a black woman. And she just posted something negative about black men. Black woman. I can't stand black men. Y'all need to quit doing it. But guess what? That's not a black woman. They break their promises, gossip about you and your business, and share your deepest secrets with others or people they know you don't like or don't like you. They have no problem taking advantage of you or sabotaging your chances of success if it means they can get ahead. So we said 7 signs of an abusive friendship, 1 through 7. Number 1 is they intimidate you. We said number 2 is they don't respect you. We said that number 3 is they don't listen to you. Number 4, they don't show remorse. Number 5, they're overly possessive of you. Number 6, they are overly dependent on you. And then number 7, the final one, your friend cannot be trusted.
That's just like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
If you are your biggest fan and friend, that'll eliminate a lot of that. You can
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of that. You gotta be your biggest fan. You gotta be your own biggest fan and friend first.
Yeah.
Don't look for it outside.
Oh, no question. He's been paying attention. He's been paying attention. You got to validate yourself. You can't look for validation in people, man, because once a person who is toxic find out that you looking for validation through them, all they got to do is keep raising the bar. You jump over it. Well, you didn't do that. Jump over it. Jump over that. You will be a performing pony. Good.
Number 4, when you were talking about, I'm sorry's.
Yeah.
It's happened to me a few times. Like, somebody done something wrong or said something wrong. I think that they use I'm sorry just to pacify the other one. There's really no value behind that I'm sorry. Because some people use I'm sorry like they breathe air.
It's a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they don't even mean it. They just know she'll start crying once I say sorry. She'll stop complaining once I say sorry.
And I think they say I'm sorry they say, oh, well, I said I'm sorry, so I'm good now.
He just said it, they're saying sorry for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're really trying to apologize to you.
Yeah.
They're saying sorry because they
Want to keep you in their life, and they want to keep taking advantage of
yeah,
you.
they feel like, okay, I said, like you said, I said, I'm sorry, I feel better. They're really not concerned about how you feel.
No.
Because doing that, it makes you feel validated.
Yeah.
You've done something good.
Yeah. But you just go right back to doing whatever it was that was disrespectful or whatever it was that hurt that person. You go right back to the behavior because you never meant it in the first place. Because if you really mean it, it's changed behavior. A sorry means change behavior. If you say I did something and it hurt your feelings, why would we have that conversation a second time? Okay, if I have this conversation with you the second time, it's going to be more or less like, did you not understand that that was upsetting me the first time I told you about it? Because that's the first thing I'm going to want to know.
Right.
I want to know if you got comprehension. Because if I thought it was okay and we cleared it, but now we're back having the same conversation, I want to understand if you understood the first conversation first. And then once I can understand that you understand the first conversation, I'm just going to reiterate what my expectation is. Whatever the expectation is, man. All right, any other questions, concerns, or comments, y'all? This is some deep stuff, bro.